Good hello, welcome to Onionskin. It's Harmony 20 Day. Harmony 20's out. Here it is. I'm going to be doing the reactions in that. That's what people do with new software, don't they? This will be fun. I don't really know where to look in regards to new features, so I've brought a friend. It's ZeBirdBrain. Hello.
Go!
Oh, jeez. Okay, so as Z has a Toon Boom channel as well. If you haven't seen it, it's very good. I recommend. She approaches Harmony from a much more academic perspective, I would say, rather than my weird mad scientist approach. Harmony 20, where should I begin? Should I just start clicking around, or do you have something that I should see in particular first? But right from the beginning, I'm noticing that there's a bunch of new buttons right from the start. These look like easing. For keyframe easing, I'm guessing.
Put your mouse over them and then you'll see what they are. That's what I meant.
Quick ease out. Oh, that's great. Hang on. I'm going to fill a box. And, default shortcuts. Gross. Peg. I got to test it. Moving over here. Oh, whoa. Look at that. Wait, hang on. Not even the enter key works. What's the default for play?
Oh, the default for play is like enter and shift, but you have to click them exactly at the same time. So it's like a mini game that you cannot win. So you have to change it.
Okay, so if I ease that in, then, geez, it is like a mini game. I'm going to press the play button here. Hey, that works. Oh, 33.
Just don't change it to spacebar.
That's interesting though. It isn't like a it's not a 50% ease. It's just a little bit.
Bro, it said it when you clicked on it that it was like 33%, right?
Did it? Oh yeah, set to 33%. So is there a way to change that default?
Well, you can change it.
How?
You can change it. It's one of these buttons. I don't know which one.
Set,
one of these.
Okay, set ease on selected keyframes. Adjust the velocity and curve set to ease in and out. Ooh, okay, so is this going to change it? So if I punch that to 88, is that going to change? No. That still says 33.
Yeah, well, it's not going to change the blue box, but it's supposed to change the amount. Like, check.
Yeah. No, it still says 33.
No, the other one.
Wait.
You changed the other one. You changed the last one.
Oh, yeah, that one says 88 now. Oh, yeah, because I changed it pointing to the left.
It cannot change the blue box. The blue box is hard-coded in the software or something.
Yeah.
I'm not dev, but something like that.
I was checking eases to the right, and it only changed once to the left. All right, that's handy. I'm going to use that all the time. Because my standard practice has always been to open up this and then sort of hard code every keyframe that I do. So to have boxes for it is good. Can these be set to shortcuts?
Yeah, they can.
Sick. All right, what's this thing? Stop motion.
Okay.
Oh my God. Right away, I know exactly what that is.
This thing is what I asked for my birthday.
Ding, ding, ding. Instant stop motion keyframes off again. Oh my God. This is going to change so much. I can't believe this was only in preferences up until now. All right, so what else to check that is new? Let's go to toolbars. Let's see if there's any new toolbars. Alignment guides, is that new? That was in 17.
It was, but there's something new about it. Click on it.
Okay.
So these guides in the past were used on the other versions. You could use them only with the transform tool, like only with pegs.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you wanted to use them for like your character sheet or something, you as soon as you took the brush, they went away. No, they're not these kind of guides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's gonna confuse.
Alignment guides is in like these guides, like these guides.
No, that's a grid.
Yeah, I know, but well, what's this then? So it's not the guides window, and it's not the field chart. So what is it?
Well, press on the plus guide to add one.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep.
There you go. You can then move it.
Oh, yeah, I see. So
let's say you were doing a character sheet. Because people at first, they thought it was for character sheets. So they were placing their guides, and then when they got the brush tool, the guides went away because they didn't work with the drawing tools. It was not ready yet or something. But
that's really handy. I'll use that all the time.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Because
It
again, the
was
grid
handy
only
for
shows up on the panel, and then when you go to animation mode, the grid vanishes, and that's there all the time. So that's really nice.
yeah, and yeah, in the past they were used for cutout animation, which was great. But then people that were drawing, we were like, we want them too, so they put them for drawing tools in Harmony 20 as well.
How good is it for? Can you like snap to the thing?
Speaking about snapping, why
Yes.
don't you go get your snap to contour thing?
Snap to contour, as in, where are you? These. Where's it gone?
Where is it,
It
Colin?
should be here
Or should I
in tool
say?
properties. Has it? Hey, I'm guessing therefore snapping might have its own window or something. Maybe.
No, but there's a new icon in the tool properties that they had it.
Oh, this magnet. That's new. Snap to contour, snap to alignment guides, snap and align, snap to grid. So alignment guides, that must be the new one. And dunk, dunk, yes. Oh man, I just finished doing a motion graphics thing in Harmony, which was actually really tricky because I don't think it's built for motion graphics. This would have saved a lot of time. Do you know how much text I had to align by eye?
Well, that's what they did it for. Because they changed a lot of the thing with the snapping. It worked, but it needed a bit more love, so they gave it a little bit more love. So now it's more precise when you're moving with your drawing and stuff.
Yeah, this is good.
Another thing,
It's working to the shape. Before, I would notice that it would tend to align based on where your cursor was, which completely defeated the purpose of the feature because there's no way to align where your cursor is. It's just, it is where it is.
yep, it's so cool. And another thing that they changed with that, if you look at the magnet, I don't know if you've done that much cleanup in frame by frame animation, but one thing that was really annoying was that when you try to clean up something using the snap to contour,
Ooh.
uh,
Are you pointing at this? Allow snapping
it
on
would
all
snap
drawing
on
things?
all the other layers. Yeah, it would snap on all the other layers and thus make Harmony crash, because if you had 36 layer and your computer was trying to snap to 36 of them, well, sometimes it could crash. But now it does it.
That's wonderful. Like this is a huge game changer, and it's one of those things that it almost feels a little underwhelming at the time because it's a feature that in other programs you sort of take for granted. And it's something that I've been asking for like 6 years or something. I think I asked Marc-Andre about it in person once.
Which one?
Alignment tools. Proper ones like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, because these things, I see this a lot on the Toon Boom Discord. People ask for lots of different features. And sometimes they're like, oh, I've asked that for like 10 years. And the thing is, so many people ask for so many different for 10 years. So like I think they try to make the best out of it. Like they truly listen. It's just that
oh yeah, I'm very careful about
so much.
I'm careful about my requests because I don't want to just be an ass about that kind of thing. Like during these impressions even, it's easy to be excited about what's there. It's also just as easy to just notice what is not there. Like right now, something that I'm noticing is alignment tools. Fantastic, wonderful, always wanted it. I don't see distribute tools.
Are you going to talk about your thing with the copy paste? With the copy paste that is like with the distance or something?
What?
Are you going to talk about the thing that when you want to copy paste something, then you want it to be copy pasted at a certain distance of the other?
Oh, I can work around. I could work around that. I just like shift up and left, and it's back again.
Okay, but I thought you were gonna bring it up, and I'm like, bruh.
No, I was going to talk about distribute tools, as in being able to select all of these boxes here and press a button, and all of them will automatically be evenly spaced apart from each other.
Oh, well, you can't do that yet with drawings. See, but if you open your node view.
Because, as in nodes can do that, but drawings can't.
Nodes can do it.
That's great, but it doesn't really help with the art. So, like, again, like with the alignment, it's great that this can all snap here, but I still got to do it one box at a time. Whereas I think most people are used to being able to press one button and all four of these boxes will just find their median and all appear in a row.
Oh, yeah, for motion graphics, that could be great.
That's
Yeah,
standard
well,
in motion graphics, and I think it's necessary. Until something like that appears, I don't think Harmony could really compete in motion graphics.
well, be sure to tell Giselle about it and request it. So
I certainly shall. Like having just done a motion graphics project, it was a very good exercise in how close Harmony is to being a major player in motion graphics, but it's just not quite there yet. But there's only a handful of things missing. Pretty much good ways of working with text. I'll talk about that later, though. Because scaling.
Well, it's great because since Harmony is not made at all for motion graphic, then it's great that it's almost there.
Yeah, it's very close. The main thing that's missing is text tools, because scaling text doesn't affect the font. So if you accidentally have text that is the drawing of the text is a little bit bigger than the other one, they still register as the same font size, and the only way to realign it is by eye.
I know that they changed the alignment for text as well. If you ever want to try it out someday,
that's definitely worth a look. Okay, so we've looked at tool properties. We've looked at the main tools. They all look pretty well the same, unless there's something hidden in one of these that will be new.
The brush.
In the brush. Oh, hang on. The brush is a drop down. Was it a brush before?
Yay!
The repaint brush. Oh, I know exactly what that means.
Because in the past it was kind of annoying. If you wanted to repaint, you needed to drop the color window a little bit to get the repaint icon.
Yeah.
So it was just a bit annoying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So repaint has always existed. It's just now it's a tool rather than a setting in here. Yeah, there it is.
No, it is still a setting. It's just easier to grab it. It's just like more ergonomic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that just turns that switch on and off. Okay. Yeah. So that's just a nice little quality of life thing. That's cool. All right. Let's see what new windows there are. That's where most of the juice is.
You forgot something amazing.
What? Where?
Take the regular brush.
Okay.
And draw a circle that is closed.
A circle that is closed with the brush.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing happened. Just like Magikarp in Pokemon when he splashes. But now click on the icon right next to the repaint brush.
This one?
No.
This one.
Left.
This one.
This one. And now draw a circle. No. The other one.
Oh, yes. Order.
And now draw a circle that is closed.
Autofill on the brush? No way.
And it works with texture.
It works with what?
It works with textured brush, because sometimes when you try to fill in a textured brush, it doesn't work if it's bigger, but this one works. So that's
wow. Oh, look at that.
No, but if you try to fill it without the tool, like if you uncheck it.
Yeah. Because it's a brush, not a pencil. It'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
But it's great, right?
Yeah, that's really smart. That's to know that it was a drawn loop that's clever. Does it work with the pencil as well?
And I didn't know it worked.
It does.
Pencil, I always had it.
Hang on, is that new? Trim extra lines.
Are you kidding me? It's been there for like years.
Really?
Well, now I can clearly see that you never done FX animation with the pencil in Harmony, because you would have known that.
But it's like my lifeblood. Like, you never know when. I come on. I feel everybody misses things right under their nose sometimes.
I know. I'm kidding you. I've learned that the O key changes your brush last year at Annecy. Like, that it changes the size of your brush.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I think I learned that after the first year. It was quite a mind blow. But then again, I don't use it a whole lot. It's rare that I would need to increase the brush that dramatically. It's usually only by a few points, which is too fine to do with a cursor.
That's why our YouTube channels are so important, so that we can teach people about these cool tricks that you would not know otherwise.
Indeed. Like, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, next. Let's do some windows. 3D graph. Is that new? I don't think that's new. Or is it? Maybe it is. Because it sounds like functions. But
I don't know what this is.
I'll have a look.
Oh yeah, the 3D graph is when you have a model imported. It's to see your different pieces, I
Ah, of
think.
course. Okay. Well, that's something for later then. Animated map generator. That's new drawing substitutions. This is like the best thing ever. Hang on. Does it
Oh,
have?
open it. It changed.
Hang on. I hope this thing needs something. Does it have it? Damn it. I was hoping to be able to
Are you
write.
trying to delete the drawing?
I was trying to delete a drawing from here. Yes.
Well, you have to unlock it first so that you don't screw up your whole scene.
Ah,
So
there's a padlock here. Oh, okay. So now I can select it, delete selected drawings, and renaming. Excellent. Perfect. Oh,
I know, right?
that's great. That's something that was definitely needed. Very, very happy that's there.
And do you see the search bar? Up there. There's a search bar.
Yeah, that's great.
So if you have many hands, you can like only search for the carry hand or the pointing hands or the sad mouth or the happy mouth. It is insane.
That's awesome. Drawing substitutions is one of those features where, because a lot of new features you kind of look at and be like, oh, that's neat. Maybe I'll use it sometime and then forget, which is probably going to make some of R&D a bit unhappy. But drawing substitutions is one of those things that it immediately became a part of my daily workflow. So I guess really huge props to Toon Boom Team for getting this thing working, because this has become a fundamental part of my daily workflow. The drawing substitutions window is open to the side, and it's one of those things that I wonder how I got by without it. One of the core fundamental mechanics of how Toon Boom Harmony works is layers and the timeline is drawings being stored inside a layer that can be referenced again later. And for a long time, that was invisible to the end user, and it was one of the reasons why I think people found the program really difficult to learn. But being able to actually see all the drawing substitutions right there, front and center, available, makes such a huge difference. It's night and day. Knowing that, I can delete all of these, and it's still there. I can still see it. I can still bring it back. That makes the program so much easier to understand. And was quite puzzling.
Yeah, whenever I teach my classes, I'm like, this is like having your paper in a pile right beside you in real life, like animation.
Exactly.
And then they understand it.
So now I feel like that is now complete. Being able to unlock this and delete the drawings from here. Not having drawing management inside drawing substitutions was quite strange. Having to go to the timeline view and then go drawings, delete selected drawings, was a very odd workaround. The program always felt a little bit incomplete in that way.
To be fair, it was not. To be fair, it was not a workaround. It was a protection device, because remember that Harmony, before being a cutout tool, was a frame-by-frame animation software. And maybe in cutout, if you delete a hand by mistake, you lose maybe like 5 minutes of work. But if it's a full-fledged traditional animation that you are doing and you delete a drawing by mistake, you just lost maybe 45 minutes for a drawing. So deleting drawing was actually a big thing. So that's why it was like you have to right-click and delete it to not make it a mistake. So that's why they added the lock to make sure.
Because something that was a bit of a standard practice for me was, in a situation like this where there would be excess drawings, so say like that squiggle, if I didn't want that one anymore and I was keeping 1 through 6, the best way to sort of clean something up would be to make a fresh layer, set up exposures of all the ones I wanted, like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ignoring the squiggle, and then copy and paste those across, and it would just, remove all of the ones that I wasn't using. That was the best way to delete unused drawings in bulk. And sometimes it would dramatically reduce file sizes.
I would just delete them from the file, but... okay.
As in go into the file hierarchy and do it that way?
Yeah, just going in the folder, but...
Yeah, but you can't see TVG files.
Well, you know how they're named.
Yeah, but if they're just named numerically like this, and there's just lots of extra ones that aren't used... Like, sometimes when making mouths or whatever, and I'd be, like, making duplicates of drawings just as backup in case I mess something up. And it's like, okay, it's finished. Maybe drawings are getting made in the wrong order as well. So then I can sort of lay them out in the correct order here, just as exposures. And then when they get pasted across, they can get renamed because now they're in the order that I want. So, just rename by frame.
Well, that's great. but who cares? Now we have a tool to do it.
Yay!
Progress or progress, like I should say on my channel. Progress.
Progress.
I tried to write progress, but it came out as progress.
What,
so now people are commenting progress in my comment section.
So you've made it a catchphrase now.
I think so.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. So I guess there could be new features in any of these windows. I was going to see if there's any completely new ones, though. Metadata editor. Is that new? Is that more of a scripting thing?
I think it's new. I think I read somewhere that it was new in the release notes.
Okay. Okay, so there's not a whole lot. There's bound to be...
I don't think there's any new.
Yeah, there's bound to be new stuff inside each of those. But now, of course, the main attraction. What nodes do we have to play with?
Not the node. Close that. You don't need it. Close it. Close it. It's evil.
Close the node library.
Get rid of it.
What? Why?
Close it.
Okay. How am I supposed to get to my nodes?
The node library is only for people learning the software. You know all the nodes by heart and you know it.
I do, but I need to see what the new ones are.
We're grown-ups. We don't need the node library anymore.
Okay.
Just right click. No, just press enter.
And so in the node view, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Press enter. No. What
You're
is
a grown
this?
up now. You have access to this thing.
Oh my god. This is going to save days. So all I have to do is type in glow. Oh my god.
And okay, and press enter again and look who's up the
Now it's
the
at the
list.
top. It sorts by most recently used or sorts by most frequently used?
Yeah. It is.
Whoa.
It's so great. It's insane.
Whoa. I'm so happy. Right? Oh, so these are blue. Right? So that means, is that just because they were used recently?
I have no idea.
Okay, that'll be interesting to explore. It's funny that the particle templates still count in these, like bees.
No, bring in the lemmings.
The lemmings. All right, no, I do want to see a grid so I can see what is new. Let's have a ponder. Cast shadow, that's new. Is it, or is the lighting stuff just?
It is new, and it is new. And I was kidding. Like the node library is still very useful, exactly like that when we're trying to learn something. So I still love it. Yeah, I still love you, node library.
So,
but
hang on. Is that?
Yeah. So can you?
Yeah. So cast shadow. This is a part of.
Spy the new one?
Is this part of the lighting? The lighting system has some new parts in it. Shape curve, shape line.
It does.
Oh, that's interesting, because the shading system is something that I think a lot of us sort of tried out when it first came out in version 12, I think.
Yep.
And it was like, oh wow, this is really neat. There's a lot you could do with this. And then in actual practice, in production, it turned out to be oddly limiting. And I've never actually seen it in use on a show before. Particularly because the lines would be, I don't know if I could demonstrate this visually.
Well, it's been used a couple of times. It's more for like a quick result that you would get for like a quick project. It's less used in big series for now.
Yeah, it wasn't a game changer because it would always be so on like the edge of a shape.
What are you?
The light would always sort of have an edge to it like this. Like maybe that would sort of fade out. You couldn't get the sort of, you know, the tapered light like that, which you could get just from a tone node by like shifting it to the side with a peg displacement, which I think is the most common method that people still use. Would you agree?
Yeah, but well, the two of them are really different. They're meant for different things.
Indeed.
Like,
so when I get to exploring it, I have a feeling something like shape curve might allow the lighting system to get this kind of look. Perhaps. I guess like placing a theory, and then if it's wrong, I guess I'll be disappointed. But
I know that I got shown around this like shape curve and shape line and shape something systems, but I blacked out. I completely forgot what they're for.
Okay, fair enough.
So I
Ambient occlu-
cannot help you with that.
ambient occlusion. Wow, this is getting some like proper 3D lingo going on in here.
Oh yeah, this I know how. This I know how though. It's
That's
just the shape curve. I forgot what it does.
yeah, that's
I
cool.
think the shape curve is similar to the apply made generator to do something like clouds or
Something I find very curious about the shade system, which would be a note if there's any developers listening for whatever reason, is the best way to get a handle on the particle system is the fact that these examples exist. Like 9 times out of 10, you start with something like friggin' fairy or whatever, and then swap out the parts.
well, that's what it's made for.
That's what it's for, exactly.
That's what it's for.
But the shading system is very similar. Like there is a very specific order that parts need to be assembled in, but there's no way to really know without looking up documentation. Shading seems like something that should have a couple of examples built in that you can start with the template layout of the shading nodes and then
This is
modify.
such a good idea. Wow. I hope Toon Boom hears about that.
Well, it's similar for a couple of things. Like the constraints as well sort of felt like that. Like I had to read the documentation quite a bit to be like, okay, oh, the constraint switch. That's why this one has, that color, but it's not compulsory, blah, blah, blah. I guess the constraints are a little bit...
Constraints are a bit different.
Yeah, they're not an
because you have to
independent
put my
system.
color.
Like particles and shading are an independent system that don't really touch everything else, whereas the constraints are a complement to the rigging system. It's an extra that adds on to it.
So we have to write to Giselle. We have to tell Giselle about that amazing idea. Yeah.
Well, I would go further with the whole example thing, and I would object to it a little bit, because I don't think examples like lemmings and bees and things should be in the node library. They should be in the template folder.
How dare?
But
How dare?
they're not nodes. Lemmings is not nodes. It's a template, but it's in the node library, which is really confusing. It frankly, in my opinion, it should go both ways. These should be in the library. I will
send all my fans after you for insulting the lemmings.
The lemmings should be in the library and not a node, but also node contraptions, rig templates, anything that you build and turn into a group should be able to get turned into something you can put into the node library. Make your own folder over here. Like you can say new category, which is just for organizing ones that already exist, but I should be able to put in my own glow system into here so I can use it from the node library rather than pulling it out as a template.
They're not only nodes, because if you bring in the Rain 3 or Rain 2 particle system, you even get a rig inside the node.
Which is weird, right? Why is that a thing? Like, there should be rig examples, there should be shading examples, just as there are particle examples, and they should either exist as... They should be templates. That's what they are. The fact that there is a rig inside a particle example, and that's the only rig example you get as a user of the program, that's weird.
But the question is, why not? And the other question is, what is this? I see something that starts with the letter C.
Yes!
And it is new.
I see it as well.
I spy with my little eye.
Are you looking at color curves and color levels? Oh,
maybe.
Oh my word. Color curves and color levels. The thing that I had been very jealous of for a long time because it was the one thing preventing me from doing absolutely everything in Harmony. Seriously, I use this program for everything, not just animation. So hang on, I need to go to... Damn, I need to get my display out. Hold on.
And the displays also change. Look, they're in alphabetical order.
Oh, nice.
Which is a small thing, but a very convenient thing.
What order were they in before? Order of creation?
They were just, I don't know what they were doing. They were just doing their own little thing.
Fair enough.
But now they got some rules to follow.
Okay, let's I know like for our first impressions it's just squiggles as opposed to actual drawings of examples of things. I do intend to do a more complete review of the program later, but for now, this will do. So let's head over to curves and see what happens. Oh boy, will it get?
You drew the Windows logo.
What?
You drew the Windows logo.
Or the Google logo.
No, the Windows logo.
Yep, they both use the same 4 colors.
Oh, that's true.
It didn't do anything.
Nothing changed. What are you doing?
Yeah, why didn't anything change?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Is using like really strong colors like that not work on curves? Like if I punch that up? What am I doing wrong? Let's try levels instead.
What's going on?
Does it need to be composited first?
No.
Let's try putting on a...
Okay, try it with the image I will send to you.
I'm going to try putting a gradient in, because then we should definitely see something happen.
I will send a pretty picture to you, and you can try it with.
Yeah, there we go. So it's working on gradients and things. I guess just red, blue, green, and yellow are just too vivid. Which is funny, because I would have thought going to like blue or whatever and then cranking that right up would have done something. But maybe color in its purest form is invulnerable.
Try it on this pretty picture I just sent you.
Hang on. Bang. All right. So, let's shove that through the curves. All right, something's happening.
There you go.
There we go. Oh yeah, because I've mucked around with the green a heap. All right. That's going to give way more control. Like this combined with color override, we'll get some insane results.
Do you know what? Color override also got some love.
What got some love?
The color override.
Did it? Hey, one thing at a time. I'm too busy mucking around with levels here.
Well, if you would have been there on the release date, you would know all these things, but you missed on the party.
What did I miss? Color override. Bang. Bang.
No, keep it for later. Keep it for later.
Well, it's not going to work on a bitmap anyway. I shouldn't have gotten rid of.
You need palettes.
I shouldn't have gotten rid of my squiggles. Whoa! That's fun.
That's new.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. So alignment tools, they can be used with the
Try
brush
to follow the
as
line.
well. Try and what?
I think that came. Yeah, that's new because the alignment guides are new.
Need a paler purplish red that I can fill in here. There we go. Okay. Gee,
what are you doing?
Those colors hurt. I'm just getting something. I'm just getting something to experiment with in color override. So you're saying this has something new in it? So if I throw the purple over here,
yeah.
Is there some new options or something? Scale
Okay,
texture
sure,
to screen. That's pretty good. Maybe I don't work with textures too much, so maybe this stuff has been here for a while.
No, this is super old.
Oh, okay.
It's more with the icons. Like if you try to change the color, I think the icon changed. Wasn't it like a color eyedropper thing? The rainbow piece, the rainbow circle.
Oh, this one.
Left. Right. On the right. Yes. I think it changed. I think it was like an eyedropper before.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've always just double-clicked the swatch, so no biggie. But I see one next to it that looks new. Color fade.
No.
What's color?
No, wait. Open the color override. You forgot something.
Did I? Oh, sorry. What's in there?
On the left, when you can sample your color, you have a new eyedropper because now you can also sample pencil texture.
Oh, thank goodness.
Right?
Oh, you have no idea what a relief this is.
Brad, this is not new.
Uh-huh.
The other one is. The one on the right.
The one on the right's new? Wait, the one on the left isn't new?
Yeah. I don't think so.
No,
Okay, I have
no
Harmony
way.
17.
No way. I have to check. I have to check if the one on the left is new.
No, I'm checking right now. No, let me be useful. I'm checking. Okay, I have it open. I'll be faster than you. I just pressed enter in my Harmony 17, and I feel the pain. It doesn't work in the node view.
Because seriously, like just going through...
You're right. Eyedropper is new.
It's not there. Yeah. Because like always it is... Like I got to research it first, you know? Like close this, go to color, be like, okay, what's this? Oh, okay, that's the yellow from the H20 palette. All right, commit that to memory. Go back to the node view, open up. Okay, which palette was it? That one, you know, and always in Harmony, there's like 5,000 palettes. Pick the right one. Okay, I guess it's this one. And then you can go to it. So to just go bang is... That's going to save hours of my life added up.
I love how we're discovering this together.
So anyway,
Yeah, that's me. Right.
Can I try out the color fade now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Look at it.
It looks the same.
It's the same as the color override, but it's not the same.
That's so weird.
Look what is different.
What is different? What does it do that's different?
Open them side by side.
It looks the same. I opened up the thing and I changed the color.
With my little
So something more subtle. Individual color overrides, render selected colors only. Oh.
You had your curve.
It's got a fade slider here. So if I drop that down to...
What do you think it does?
Oh, it blends them. I can drop that down to like 50 or 25 or something and then mix both. So I can get that result. That's really interesting. That's cool. Like,
but now you're doing it with swatches, but you can do it with a whole palette. So let's say that you have a character in a cave that has a dark palette, and now he comes out of the cave and he's in the sun, so he has a sunnier palette. Then you can color fade from your palette.
Yeah, and that's a function too. Like you can animate it. That's interesting because it's like it sort of reminds me of when drawing layers had masks added to them. Like it's not like it doesn't change the universe. Such a thing was possible before, but it's like a little quality of life. Because you know you'd use a regular color override.
But this was impossible before.
Sorry?
That wasn't possible before.
Wasn't it?
It's all brand new.
Surely you just do.
Okay, well, yeah, you had to have your character be transparent in front of the other one, but it's not the same. It's not exactly the same.
That's the same, isn't it? That's the same as that on its own.
No, it's called a workaround, and Harmony doesn't deal with workaround. It's not Animate, it's Harmony.
But this is what I live for. Like, but like, is it the same result? It seems like
it is this. It's the same-ish result, but it's faster.
Yeah, it's faster, which is good.
Because you're using less nodes.
Because the difference, of course, because like I'm a huge fan of the glow, for example. Like I use the glow all the time, and I know that you don't. You often use a combination of a blend, a blur, and a transparency. Is that right?
What? I use both. When I'm lazy, I use the glow, but when I want to do something very specific, like if I have to follow a reference somebody sent me from Photoshop, I have no choice but to use the blend and blah blah blah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I figured what I'm doing.
I figured this will be the same thing. Like probably 9 times out of 10, this will do. But what if, for example, just fading it isn't enough, and it needs to be a multiply instead of a transparency? Then you know the old setup will still get a little bit more flexibility, although it's just a step.
But okay, yeah, but I mean that's not what it's for. Like the color fade is 100% just to go from one palette to another.
Yeah.
With fading. That's what it does.
Different purposes, in the same way that we talk about using a glow or using what was the setup again? Transparency, a blur, radial, and a blend. Do you know what blending type the glow is, by the way? I could never find out.
No idea.
It feels like a screen, but when I compare the two, they're a bit different.
I really don't know what it is. I could ask
All right.
on Discord.
So what else we got here? Curves and levels, I feel like, is enough. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, this is so weird, by the way, because it's the first place that people are gonna hear my actual voice and the crazy bird voice.
That will be a good place to leave it for now. But please keep an eye on Onionskin as I continue to dive into the deeper crevices of Harmony 20 and also on ZeBirdBrain's channel as well. I'll be making an appearance there where she'll be showing off the new master controller features that have just been introduced in Harmony 20. I hope to see you there. Bye for now.